Hello everyone, hello YouTube, this is Felipe, o Gato de Salto, and today I am here to tell you about something very special. The Oscars of Samba and Carnival, the Gold Standard Prize, Estandarte de Ouro. Okay, so we all know that the Samba schools in Rio, they all compete against one another to get the title of the winner of a carnival of a specific year. Now, there are other prizes. There are unofficial prizes. They are not the prizes from the, Liesa, which is the association of all the Samba schools in Rio. There are these unofficial prizes, and some of them are really well known and really mean a lot. The one I'm telling you about is known as the Oscars of the Carnival, and it's called o Estandarte de Ouro, or Golden Standard. This prize was actually created in 1972 by O Globo, which is a newspaper from Rio, and it was created exactly by news people, reporters, chronic writers. They created this idea of granting a prize for, general for carnival, not based on the strict rules of the parades that we already know. If you don't know that much about carnival rules, check out this video over here. So this Golden Standard Prize, they will award prizes in different categories. And they are usually about 10 to 15 categories for the special group or for the group A. And some of these categories are new or they are extinct. So it's something that also varies a lot from year to year. I think one important aspect of this prize is to know that the jury that judge everyone are composed by artists, experts, by journalists, by ballet dancers and dancers, by designers, as I said, news people, chronic writers, up to today. And it can actually be granted the Gold Standard Prize as an individual person, like the best mestre sala or the best porta-bandeira, or you can be granted as a collective group of people, like the best ala or the best enredo, for example. Why do I know the Gold Standard Prize and why am I talking to you about this? I'm a passista in Rio and I participate in a different choreographed ala in Maculele at Salgueiro, and we hear about the Gold Standard all the time. People who won the Gold Standard for best passistas, best male passistas, best female passistas. So everyone is like, oh my gosh, Gold Standard, Estandarte de Ouro. The only thing is, sadly, maybe not, the category for individual passistas, so best male passista and best female passista, was abolished last year. So 2019 was the last year where the Gold Standard Prize was being awarded to best individual passistas. And you probably know the winner of 2019 as the best female passista, this category, Belinha Delfim. There are also many other people who won the gold standards in the past. Carlinhos do Salgueiro, Nilce Fran, the directress of the passistas in Portela, Valci Pelé, the director of passistas. He was the male passistas director at Portela, and now he is the director of passistas for Viradouro. That's it, for Viradouro. And the idea behind this prize is actually quite noble and I like a lot. It sort of became an alternative prize to the real results of Carnival, because Carnival and the rules, especially if you watch the video I recommended, they rather punish mistakes, which I understand. So it's all about who did what mistake, those lights of that float are not really going on, and here's a hole in the evolution of the school, so they punish that and they deduct points. The gold standard is rather the other way around. They reward what the schools do best. So it's really about how well they perform in a general way. And I really like this idea of actually rewarding what the schools do well. So of course you have the official results from Carnival, but then you have this alternative gold standard prize, who is actually, okay, you might not have won Carnival, but you did such a good job that we give you the Oscars of Carnival, the gold standard plaque. It's a plaque. Now let's have a look into the categories. There are many. I have my cheat sheet here with me. So the ones that are still, working now in 2020, this Carnival that we had, are Samba Enredo. You probably know what this is, right? You should. This is the song. Enredo, which is the theme of the parades. Bateria. Mestre Sala, Master of Ceremony. Porta-bandeira, Flag Bearer. Melhor ala. Melhor escola, School. Melhor comissão de frente, Best Opening Commission. Intérpretes, these are the singers. Baianas. Personalidade, this would be sort of like VIPs and people who are being put into highlight during the parades. Ala das passistas, important for all the dancers watching this. Inovações, so innovations, new things that are brought to the parades. Destaque público, this is a public vote, which is also quite interesting. The public can choose the highlight of the parade. And the Fernando Pamplona category. And I was like, what? Fernando Pamplona is a name. Fernando Pamplona. And apparently this guy was a carnavalesco. He was a carnival director in Salgueiro in the 60s. And this category is about creating carnival. It doesn't matter if it's a float, an ala, or a costume, or whatever it is, but using cheap material, which is also a really cool thing, in my opinion, to, reward. Now, I already told you that the jury is basically composed by artists and dancers. I will give you a few very well-known names, at least for, Brazilians like me. Ana Botafogo, Carlinhos de Jesus. We also have Mestre Odilon. He was a mestre of bateria for different schools, also Estácio. And that's actually funny because I met Mestre Odilon when I was in Berlin last year in Samba Syndrome. There is also a video about the Samba Syndrome festival that happened last year when I had the pleasure and the honor to teach. And I met Mestre Odilon, who was there as well. And we were talking about it. We started talking about the Gold Standard Prize, and he gave me some really cool insider information. When I met Mestre Odilon in Berlin, I wanted to know more about it, because what I hear is like, oh my gosh, Gold Standard, this is such an amazing prize, the best people win. And he told me that actually, especially for passistas, it's very difficult to award the prize based only on what they see during the parades, because if you've been to the parades, we get huge costumes. You can just see the people who are dancing right in front of you. You can't see who is in the middle. So apparently this Oscars awarding, it's something that was judged throughout the rehearsal times as well. The juries would go to the different rehearsals of the different schools and take note of the best passistas, those who, were really attracting a lot of attention and were really sort of representing the diversity and the power of Samba do Pé. And when you are parading as a passista, the Gold Standard Camarote VIP area is actually a small little area within the Sambadrome on the left side. And I remember every time, either in Maculelê or a passista ala from TET, that we would always know when, like, this is Gold Standard, come on, power, push through, we're really trying to impress. So it's a lot of fun. It's a fun thing, and I think it's a wonderful way of offering an alternative prize to the winner. There is a huge ceremony, the prize, that awarding of the gold standards, where all the Allahs and everyone who won are invited to come and have a little performance, and they get this commemorative plaque, which is golden. It's probably not gold, but it's golden. To celebrate their accomplishments. So the gold standard, I would say, is something very important, very specific from the Rio Carnival culture, and it's my pleasure to tell you about this, because this is a very detailed information about something very specific about our beautiful carnival world and samba world. I hope you found this video informative. If you liked, make sure you leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, interact with me, and subscribe to the channel. Send this channel to your friends, and I'll see you next time with a wonderful video about our amazing samba world. Take care, and let's go and try to get a gold standard prize!